Hi, hello. So let's watch another crash video together. It's a pretty interesting one. So this guy is gonna land in the trees, and see the other. There was a Delta plane that took off, and they take off if there is enough wind. It's one thing. Second is you can see actually that he has quite a lot of angle to the right, but he's not really flying to the right, which indicates that there is quite a bit of wind coming from the right upslope. This is in Bassano. So actually a pretty chilly place to fly. So now against the wind, he's not moving too far. What's important is there is the left, it goes down, and to the terrain, and to the right, it goes up. And now he goes with the wind, and he realizes that he's not gonna make it over. But anyway, he still continues. And the moment when he turns to the left, it's already too late. So he can only land in the trees. And as you see, landing like in trees with leaves may be pretty pleasant. I mean, later on you jump, you fall down there, but not from what I heard. This is in Polish. So there's some Polish comedy background to this. Made a nice video. So let's discuss what has happened here now fully. So the wind is coming from the right, and he takes the turn. So he's staying in the front. He probably feels the wind. So the only problem that he does here is he has no plan B. He's a little bit. He lets himself be a little bit behind the situation. So the wind is coming from the right, and the thermals here are also coming from the right. This is a south exposition basically. So it's in the sun, and the thermals are coming over the slope. The trick is that if you get blown too much behind the slope, like too much to the left, now to the right, you may actually fall out of the thermal and be just washed down there. So in this moment, when he flies trying to do the turn, knowing that he has wind, he's pretty far there, and he may fall out of the thermal because the air goes up in front and behind may go down. Although actually, I mean, the moment where he gets behind, this is it's gonna be the case. So knowing that, I would already have a plan B. So if I get high enough, then I can fly over this in a thermal. Otherwise, I just turn left. And actually, this moment, starting from this moment, it would be already. I mean, he's still not moving. So, but now, this moment where I think he starts to understand that he's not gonna make it. The important skill in the paragliding is just to know we are doing mistakes all the time. So you're gonna make mistakes. So don't stick with your original plan for. I mean, it's never a good idea to change your plan last moment. So it's good to have a plan B and just switch to another plan. And basically, this is what he misses here, because he sticks with this idea to turning to the right at any price. Although on the left he has a much lower ground than on the right, so he has much higher chance to fly over the terrain on the left than to the right. And this is what I see, this the main problem. He has no plan B. What happens if I go? He may just enter. I mean, when the air is coming up pretty quickly, he may enter in an air that's descending. So what happens is I lose altitude and I won't be able to make the turn. And he should already have the plan before making the turn. And once you see that once he sees that he won't make it, then he just switches to the other plan, and the other plan would be turn to the other side, to the left, and then clear this. And yeah, so now he already sees it. The wind blown him behind. This is probably also the place where the air is not going up. I mean, there is a video, there is a variometer in this video, but there's also music, and due to the copyright, I turned it off. But this is what happens here. So he's here like pretty low. Other option would be maybe to make like a pretty aggressive turn to the right. But this is already pushing, and there is no need for this. I mean, he has all the mountain. There is no other paraglider here in close vicinity, so there is no reason to push it. The only missing thing here is the plan B and the preparedness for making mistakes. So just knowing that mistakes are happening, you make the wrong decision. What is your plan B for the case that this was a wrong decision to make this turn? And then just without any proud or something, just change this to the plan B, change the decision, realize that what you thought is not the case, and and then do the other thing. And if you see that there is a lot of wind, there is a risk of blowing back, blowing behind, and the risk of falling out of thermal and losing altitude, and there is no plan B, you couldn't turn the other side, then it means you don't do the turn. Because then if something goes wrong, you have no margin. Yeah, and here at this moment there's basically no other option already. But yeah, the problem was the decision making before, and now there is no time. He's surprised, so this is just a reaction to what's happening. And now you see so this is what I learned at school, I think at the paragliding school, that if you have choice between like trees with leaves and trees with, how do you say it, Nadelbäume, with spikes. They're not spikes, they are, I don't know. So the other ones, that don't lose those things for the winter. So it's always better to take a tree with leaves, and of course also lower trees better than higher. But in this case, since he was surprised, he just went straight into this, and he was lucky enough to enter the slow trees with leaves. Yeah, so let me know what you think about this. But I think this is just demonstrating this. What if something, the missing plan B for what if the wind will push me, what if I fall out of thermal, what then? So yeah, this is my point, and let me know what you think about this. Please comment, like, subscribe, and see you watching another video soon.